Welcome to Disturbingly Cheap Reviews. This week we take another trip to the unique world of the Asylum with their own brand of ghost story, A Haunting in Salem. I'm sure you've probably heard of, and probably seen, plenty of haunting-related films. It turns out that there are plenty of places that just seem to possess a rather angry spirit, and/or spirits. In this one, we follow the family of the newly hired Sheriff of Salem, played by Bill Oberst Jr., who has been garnering attention lately with the Take This Lollipop creepy Facebook thingamajig. It's a typical horror movie family with a father, mother, and two children of opposite genders. They get the typical story setup that 60 years ago, the last sheriff to live in this random house killed his family. But the opening credits actually show it's a quick-to-the-point spirit that killed the inhabitants. I'll give this movie credit for having some really well-placed jump scares and some decent ideas. But there are still points of unintentional hilarity, one being when the daughter is harassed by the ghost via instant messaging. At one point it sends her a message, using her name, and she's freaked out about this random entity knowing her. That would seem rather logical, but it becomes a little less effective when it's revealed that her screen name is her name and age. So it's an Asylum flick. It's got good parts and bad parts, but it has a point and it makes it well enough. The best acting of the film comes from Oberst Jr. as the conflicted sheriff with a hidden past trying to figure out the insanity going on around him. I give it a C+ and would most likely suggest waiting for it to pop up on the Sci-Fi Channel following an all-day marathon of ghost hunters. And with that scheduling prediction, I thank you for watching the review section and now subtly segue into spoilers. After building on the house history, we get to the proverbial nitty-gritty. The daughter of the family becomes overtaken by the spirit of a witch buried on the grounds of the haunted house. This becomes rather evident when she whispers a deputy into her room and stabs him in the ear. The sheriff gives his gun to his son and orders him to escort the mother out of the house and away from the town if necessary. Afterwards, he rushes back in after his daughter, who promptly attacks him off-screen and hurls him out a closed, second-story window to the ground below. Seeing him splat, the mother rushes back in after her daughter and gets stabbed to death. Seeing his mother rush in, the son rushes back in and gets beat to death via jump cut baseball bat assault. The father, somehow surviving his fall, pushes himself back up and goes inside. He finds his dead family and then recreates the beginning of the film by trying to set the house on fire by sowing gasoline everywhere. Thus we end with him flicking on a lighter and the ghost being right behind him. Take that as you will. Again, it's probably nothing new to people common to haunting films, but I found it quite passable as a time waster. So until next time, don't rush back into the house after your obviously possessed daughter.